Greetings, blessings. I pray for you this morning. I'm a big dreamer. I pray not for my family. I pray not just for your family. I pray not just for our world. I pray not just for our universe, but I pray for everything that we know and those that we don't know, which is even more. So I'm going to continue about that chicken thing in a little bit, but let me tell you about this morning. Nothing much. There was a couple cars circling around, trying to get to my Bluetooth. For those of you who don't know and follow by now, somebody's trying to shut my music off. I've always had obstacles, but this is really getting close and they're really getting serious, and I don't know what is going to happen next. So there was one car there that was in there for my entire routine, and even though there was like not much interference besides the obvious, people passing around who I ignore, it was an awesome workout. It was awesome chanting. I was really focused, and everything is really good. So I get all my information from YouTube. What's going on in the world? There's a life thing, and you see what's happening around the world. There are earthquakes, of course. There's the wars, I should say. Earthquake, fires here, volcanoes and stuff like that, and stuff is really getting serious. And in spite of you wanting to have fun and have a good time, I want you to really, really wake up your consciousness, because it's not just about the material world. Everything is temporary. For example, let's say you're really starving and I give you a big buffet of all your favorite food. And after sampling all your favorite food, before you get to halfway the table, you will be full. Why? Because it's temporary. Whereas the spiritual world is unlimited. We are a spiritual being in a material body. This gas is like stocks now. You fill up your tank when the gas price is low, because then you see the price go up. Hopefully your tank waits until it comes back down. So before going to the chicken, serious stuff happening. Even my sister, who I haven't spoke to in a while, called me this morning, and she had like a really blown away dream. So people with moral and integrity, we know how we want the election to go, but God is the best producer, writer, director that I have ever met in my life, and the story switches to suit whatever is going to happen. With that being said, here's the thing, my favorite phrase. Here's the thing. Get your shit together. No, seriously. Get your stuff together. It's not just like about temporary. The stuff that you have, okay, your real wealth is the stuff that you could take with you. Stock up on that. The stuff that you could take with you. So, the chicken. So 2 weird things happened to me. And that was, I think, 2.5 to 3 years old. And the both of them, they were visitors, when family come to visit. And we were in the backyard, and I picked up a chicken and wring the neck and bite it. There was blood running on here, and everybody started screaming. And I didn't understand, why they were upset, or even why I did that. And up to today, I don't know what's all that all about. Because as far as I can tell, for the first 9 years of my life, all I remember eating is herbs. When I say herbs, I mean the young leaves, the young fruit from the trees, because I live with my grandmother, which is in the African part, and up to today, they never have food in the house. And I don't know if they had or not, but I don't remember eating any food. I don't remember getting food. I remember every now and again I'll get like a little bit of rice and a little bit of dal, you know. That's it. And then it was so small. I remember I used to play mind games. I'd separate it in different parts, you know, like 6 of us there, so I'll separate it into 6. And every one I'd be eating her own, and I'd be eating his own. And so every bite I'd be eating somebody's plate, and that used to fill my mind. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next thing that happened when there was a crowd of people visiting, this one impacted my life. Dang it. Okay, so this one really impacted my life. We were playing all day, and I just remember it was time for bed, and not lying head to tail like you usually lie on a bed, but crossway because we were kids and we could fit that way. So from the beginning of the bed to the ending of the bed was full of kids. I was in the middle. I was somewhere in between there. I remember my Aunt G, she's still alive, and I don't know if she's looking at this now, if she even remember. But we lay down, you know, to go to bed, and we just rose up to the ceiling. We looked at each other and fell back in our bodies. And that was an amazing feeling. And my aunt, everybody, it was so shocking. The others, they were knocked out immediately. I look at my aunt, G, I don't know if she remember. And I was like, let's do it again. And we did it. And I don't know what happened to her, but I just kept doing it all night. And the next day, I couldn't forget about it. So check this out. The next day, my grandmother asked me to thread a needle. And I'm still thinking about this episode, this experience. So as I'm threading the needle, and I'm saying tonight, I want to go outside of the roof, and I want to see the world as tiny as the hole in this needle. And it happened. As I lay down, I just went straight up, and there was the world. That was before Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon to take a picture of the blue marble. I had already seen it. I stepped back, and there was this tiny little blue thing. So how this impacted my life, this is what called astral traveling. And I did not know that at the time because, you know, I was like about 6. I'm guesstimating that was my age. And my life changed a lot. I went by this one, by that one, because I grew up as an orphan. I didn't grow up with my mom. I grew up with my great-grandmother. I grew up with my grandmother. And then at one point, between 7 and 9, my mom came to take me. She tried, poor thing, you know, she really tried. And then at 9, she brought me back at... You ever have a evil, wicked person in the family who is like you want to stay away from? I mean, their family, but that's the person she brought me back to, and my grandmother was like, no. She brought me to my father's place. So now I'm living by my father. I'm continuing with the astral travel. There's a lot of stuff that happened in between Alpha, but let's stick to this one point with the astral travel. So now when I got there, I started going up again. And now I had a guide. I don't know who they are, what they were. I couldn't see them. I just know there was like an orange bald head, almost like the Hare Krishna looks now. Pretty much like that. And they will be like, where you want to go to tonight? And the only thing I could think about, because at 9 years old is the first time I'm seeing my Indian movie, and I'm seeing what dance is all about. Even though I won my first dance competition at 2 years old, I'll have to continue tomorrow. Hey, have a great day. Have an awesome day. Stay happy. Consciously remember God. Thank God. You know, the air you breathe is from God. The sunlight is from God. Your rain is from God. The food you eat is from God. Thank God. Be grateful. Be ever so grateful. And everything bad happens to you, it happened for a reason. Check it out. If you reiterate, you will see that happen. But look at the good that came from it. Stay blessed.